Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Entertainment with Buford and Francis. Today, I'm going to be cosplaying as Buford Van Stom from Phineas and Ferb, and I'll be telling a story called Toy Story. Enjoy the video. Andy Davis plays with his toys. A Mr. Potato Head toy, Slinky Dog, a plastic T-Rex dinosaur toy named Rex, a porcelain sheep lady named Bo Peep, Bo Peep's sheep, and his favorite toy, Woody, a cowboy doll. He pretends Mr. Potato Head is a one-eyed villain robbing money whom Woody must try to defeat. He takes Woody into the living room and plays with him some few more, with a short interruption talking to his mother about his birthday party later that day and the upcoming move to a new house. After playing with Woody, Andy starts helping his mother by taking his baby sister Molly to her. While he's away, all of the toys come to life. The toy's extremely nervous, wondering if Andy will get a toy that will replace them. Woody sends the Green Army men, led by Sarge, downstairs to spy on the party guest. At the end of the party, his mother pulls out a surprise gift from behind her, which turns out to be a Buzz Lightyear action figure in spaceship packaging. Andy and his friends run upstairs to open him, and in his hurry, Andy knocks Woody off the bed. They quickly leave after Andy's mother calls Andy and his friends back downstairs, and the other toys welcome the newcomer. Buzz, however, doesn't seem to be aware that he is a piece of plastic, believing himself to be the actual Buzz Lightyear on a mission to save the universe from the evil Emperor Zurg. The other toys talk to him immediately, impressed by his many features. Only Woody is unconvinced, showing jealousy towards Buzz, who might replace him as Andy's favorite toy. As time passes, Andy replaces many of his cowboy-themed room decorations with space ones, causing Woody's resentment to rise while Buzz attempts to fix his damaged spaceship. In reality, it's a piece of the packaging that had been torn. Mrs. Davis takes Andy and Molly on a trip to a space-themed Pizza Planet restaurant. Andy asks if he can bring any toys. She agrees to let him take only one. Woody, knowing Andy will choose Buzz, plans to trap him in a gap behind Andy's desk by using RC so Andy won't find him and choose him instead. However, the plan goes badly wrong, and instead, Woody knocks him out of the window by accident after RC misses its mark. When the other toys, especially Mr. Potato Head, except for Rex, Slinky Dog, and Bo Peep, had learned of Woody's actions, most of them think Woody tried to kill Buzz out of jealousy. They then try to attack him, but Woody is rescued when Andy, unable to find Buzz, takes Woody on the trip instead. Had to stop at a Dynaco gas station to refuel the car. Woody, after pondering how he's going to convince the toys that the whole thing was an accident, finds that Buzz, who also thinks Woody tried to kill him, grabbed a hold of the family's minivan and is with them. After a conversation, they begin a fight, knocking each other out of the minivan, and are left behind when it drives away, which leads to an argument with Woody, becoming fed up with Buzz's illusion of being a real space ranger. While they go to their separate ways at first, Woody spots a Pizza Planet truck stopping for directions, and while he almost goes, he realizes that Buzz has to come as the other toys still hate him, so he convinces Buzz to hitch a lift on the Pizza Planet truck, saying it's a spaceship that will take him home in order to return to Andy, who is at Pizza Planet. Buzz goes to the cockpit, just the back seat, as it is safer, although Woody says they should go to the truck, just the cargo. At first, Woody thinks that it is ridiculous, but during the ride, there are several sharp turns and a hill, causing him to get hit by a toolbox. Woody finds Andy there, but Buzz, still thinking he's a real space ranger, climbs into a toy crane game, thinking that it's a spaceship that will take him to Emperor Zurg's location. Woody goes in after him, but they eventually are found by Sid Phillips, who lives next door to Andy and is known to torture and destroy toys just for fun. Left alone in Sid's room, Woody and Buzz come upon a group of mismatched toys, the results of Sid's many experiments. Woody and Buzz react in fear, thinking that the mismatched toys are cannibals. Meanwhile, at Andy's house, the toys continue continue to look for Buzz in the bushes. But when Andy and his mother come home, Andy notices that Woody's gone. The other toys wonder what has become of the two. Some are worried for both Buzz and Woody, while others express their hope that Woody has met a bad end. The next day, at Sid's house, Woody and Buzz, having been mistreated by Sid, because Sid burned Woody's forehead with a magnifying glass, try to escape, only to run into Sid's crazy bull terrier, Scud. Eventually getting out of Sid's room, Buzz comes upon a TV where he sees a commercial for the Buzz Lightyear line of toys. Watching it and reading the Made in Taiwan on the inside of his wrist communicator, he realizes that Woody was right about him. He was a toy this whole time, not a real space ranger. However, in denial and one last desperate attempt to prove he's not a toy, tries to fly out of a window by jumping off the guardrail off the stairs on the second floor, only to fall to the floor, losing his arm in the process. He is found by Sid's little sister Hannah, who takes him to put him in her tea party. Woody finally finds Buzz in Hannah's room, dressed as Mrs. Nesbit, and attending a tea party with a few of Hannah's dolls. While Woody formulates a plan of escape, Buzz is too depressed to care. When Woody throws a string of Christmas lights across the way to the toys in Andy's room, Mr. Potato Head refuses to let Woody return to Andy's room, as he still believes that Woody got rid of Buzz after telling the other toys they have forgot of what he did to Buzz. Buzz refuses to back him up, as he is depressed that he is a toy, and only throws his detached arm at Woody instead. Woody tries to use Buzz's detached arm in a desperate attempt to convince Andy's toys that Buzz is with him, but he accidentally reveals Buzz's detached arm, and they take it as evidence that Woody truly did murder Buzz and leave him in disgust with Mr. Potato Head, telling Woody that he hopes Sid rips his voice box out. The mutant toys then return and swarm over Buzz, and despite his attempts to repel them, Woody finds that they have repaired him and reconnected his arm back in place. However, before Woody can make friends with them, Sid returns with his new acquisition, a firework rocket. He decides to blow up Woody with it, but he cannot find him as Woody hides in a milk crate. Sid then decides to blow up Buzz instead, but is stymied by rainfall. He unknowingly traps Woody in the crate by putting a heavy toolbox on, and plans to go ahead in the morning due to the rain. Overnight, Woody tries to get Buzz to help him escape. However, Buzz is still depressed that he's only a toy. Woody tries to convince him that being a toy is much better than being a space ranger, and Andy still thinks he's the best thing in the world. Buzz doesn't know why Andy would want him, and Woody explains while coming to terms with his own feelings of resentment. I want you. Look at you. You're Buzz Lightyear. Any other toy would give up his moving parts just to be you. You've got wings. You go in the dark. You talk. Your helmet does that. The whoosh thing. You are a cool toy. As a matter of fact, you're too cool. I mean, what chance does a toy like me have against a Buzz Lightyear action figure? As Woody sadly states that he should be the one taped to the rocket, thinking Andy won't love him anymore, Buzz looks at his boot where Andy has signed his name, realizing how much Andy loves him and how being a toy isn't too bad. They try to escape, although Buzz accidentally knocks the toolbox on Woody when trying to get him out of the milk crate. Unfortunately, Sid wakes up and takes Buzz out to blow him up, leaving Woody alone in the room. Even worse, Andy and his family are getting ready to move, with Andy depressed over having seemingly lost Woody and Buzz, having only been able to find Buzz's cardboard spaceship and his cowboy hat. Woody calls out to the mutant toys to tell them a plan to stop Sid. After a daring escape through the house and past Scud, Woody and the mutants end up in the yard with Sid. They decide to break the rules and allow him to see that they can move on their own. Woody even speaks to him through his voice box, telling him that his toys are sick of being tortured, and tells Sid that he must take good care of his toys, because if he doesn't, they'll find out. Then, with his own voice, tells him, in a sinister way, to play nice. This freaks him out, and he runs into the house, screaming, where Hannah frightens him with her new doll, Sally, a possible replacement for her original doll, Janie, which was destroyed by him and unaware she was fixed. Finally free from Sid, Woody and Buzz try to catch the moving van just as it pulls away from the house. After saying farewell to the mutant toys, a harrowing chase follows, with Scud chasing them and Andy's toys not helping, since they still think that Woody intentionally got rid of Buzz. Luckily, mistake. Finally, see that Woody was telling the truth and trying to help them get in, but fail when RC's batteries run out, becoming depleted. Eventually, with the help of RC, Andy's remote control car, strategic use of the rocket, and use of Buzz's plastic wings, Woody and Buzz return to Andy, whose mom assures they were in the car all along. At Christmas, which takes place a few months after the toys reconcile with Woody, similar to the birthday party, the toys are less worried about the new ones. Mr. Potato Head is amazed to find out that Molly has been given a Mrs. Potato Head. When discussing being replaced by a new toy, like Woody, though will be replaced by Buzz, Woody poses the question to Buzz, what can Andy possibly get that's worse than you? The answer comes out in the form of Andy's first present, a puppy, which makes Woody and Buzz feel quite uneasy with the new addition.